hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. We're going to make a few adjustments to the deck because I think we ran into a few issues last time, mainly of having too many evolution things and not enough to do with them. I'm also going to drop a couple of these diamond cutters. I only need them to finish off our opponent. And I'm going to cut one of these arc binds. Yeah, because let's also take Guardians to evolve. And we're putting in things that aren't Guardians. We're putting in these Lightbringers, these Faunches. They will be in the place until we get more copies of the Vizier of Lightning, because it's just cheaper. 1 mana more for 1,000 power more doesn't make a huge amount of difference. And then the Magris Vizier of Magnetism here, that draws us a card when we play it, so we want to put that in. The other cool card we did get... Yeah, this returns a spell from our graveyard to our hand when we play it. I don't think it's good in just a mono light deck, which is what we have right now. We want to get... Well, I want to get something better. But we want to do, like, Light Darkness, or maybe even Light Fire I've been considering, too. But we have to duel some people. Duel Masters is my favorite hobby. Okay. What all do you have here? You'll be so sad, but if you'll be happy if you Fighter Dual Fang. Plasma Chaser. Defeat me 2 out of times using a deck of your choice. When this card was Plasma Chaser do? When this creature attacks me, draw cards equal to the number of creatures your opponent has in the battle zone. That can just draw you a ton of things. And Crystal Paladin, create a temporary water deck. Can you define temporary water deck? Is it like an all-water deck? Is what it sounds like. Evolution, Liquid People. Return all blocker creatures in the battle zone to their owners. Okay, so that affects your blockers as well, but that is a pretty good one. And then there's Fighter Dual Fang. Beast Folk Evolution, get 2 more mana from the top of your deck, and Double Breaker. Temporary nature deck. Okay. Let's just duel you normally then. Because I don't think we've dueled you. I think I would remember that hairstyle. Okay, she has a... Oh, must be a Fire Nature deck. The background always shows, like, the most prominent. I don't like Bonds of Justice. Although, it could actually do something right now. I'm gonna get rid of one of these Larbagears. Okay, yep, so she's Fire Nature. Arcbine. I don't need the Vizier of Bullets. That's actually the... It's worse than the Clear Sky Guardian. I wish we had a 2-mana Guardian creature. That would really pull this Guardian theme and Guardian Evolution deck together. What is this thing gonna do? Oh, it's a Survivor. I don't like that. Well, we're just gonna play out our Jade Tree. Probably my favorite blocker in the game. Just 3 mana, 4,000 power. Very solid. Bronze Arm Tribe. Yes, this is the card. You play it, and you put the top card of your deck into your mana zone. Yep, right away. What's that doing? Choose a blocker with 6,000 power or less and just kill it? We'll block. So 1 mana, you can kill a 6,000 power blocker. Great. Well, Bonds of Justice is no longer any use to us. That was a 13 mana spell in her mana zone. I'm curious what that does. Mysterious. I don't think I want that. I don't need to draw a ton of cards. At least I don't think I need to draw a ton of cards. I need to see what... What is this crap? This creature can attack untapped water creatures, but can't attack players. That's very specific for untapped... Okay, so if I kill the Bronze Arm Tribe, this thing's just gonna kill my thing. What did I put in mana? Mysterious? So either I need to summon La Uragiga or Mysterious this turn. And the other one goes to the mana. I think I'll take the... We have evolutions, that's why I want to keep the La Uragiga. Yeah, we're... Well, actually, they're both... That's fine, whatever. Get rid of Bronze Arm Tribe. And there's another Bronze Arm Tribe. And I'm gonna block. We'll keep our 3,000 power thing around. Oh, there's the Vizier of Magnetism. I do like that. I just don't like it on this board. We need to play Granger Space Guardian this turn. So that is what we're going to do. 6 mana, 9,000 power blocker. Bringing out the big guns. And now we can start working on our shields. So yeah, this game... Oh, dear. She's gonna tap all my stuff. Alright, well I was gonna do that to her next turn. Just random Holy Awe in the Nature Fire deck. Okay. Well, we'll get a shield. Diamond Cutter and Moonlight Flash and Holy Awe. We don't really need all of this. Already put a Diamond Cutter. We need stuff to summon. I guess what I'm gonna do... I'm not gonna put anything to mana. We can't cast anything. We're gonna kill this one, because that one can actually break our shields. Yeah, so this is like a Fire Nature deck with random Holy Awes splashing. You can do that. So, like, we could take our current deck right now and just throw 4 Terror Pits in it. If we had 4 Terror Pits, I would do that. Because if it's a shield, if it gets hit off your shield trigger, you'll get the, well, you'll get the shield trigger, you'll get to kill your opponent's thing. Or you can just easily throw it down as mana, because any card we play in this, like any of our light cards, will only take 1 light card from our mana to be able to... Why are there 2 of those things now? That's annoying. Okay, well I can Moonlight Flash and Resoul the Oracle. So let's do that, I guess. Well, I'm not going to get the full effect on these unless I go attacking with Dianork. But if I attack with Dianork and kill... If I attack with Dianork, the 6,000 power is just going to attack back and kill it. So we'll just trade our Moonlight Flash for 1 card. Because this thing has to attack to kill the stupid 6,000 power thing. It's not going to bother me either way, because I'm not playing untapped water creatures, so we'll pass the turn here. We can Holy Awe next turn and wipe everything. Oh, that's Cataclysmic Eruption? Or just 1 mana killer. Like, okay. Plus 1,000 power and can attack untapped creatures. Oh. So there goes my Resoul as well. Alright, we lose another shield. Holy Awe, we don't need to cast that. Vizier of Lightning, that doesn't do anything right now. We have a lot of stuff that taps our opponent's things, just nothing we want to actually tap. That thing still can't attack us, so we don't have to worry about it. Opponent is just top decking. Another Diamond Cutter. I think we're eventually going to take out all the Diamond Cutters. They're just very restrictive on when they're actually good. Isn't this one of the cards that can, like, restore one of her shields? Holy Awe. Oh, I think that's take a card from your mana zone and put it into your shields. Oh, we can just break that shield again right away. Now, doesn't she have... How do I view anything? That's not what I want to view. She doesn't have anything in play right now. So I could play the Faunch. I'm going to go ahead and play the Faunch because we have all these... no, we're not going to do it like that. We have 2 Holy Awes in hand. So we can tap all her stuff for turns on end. And we're going to break that Holy Awe shield trigger right now. Because it's not really useful when she doesn't have... So as she puts it right back in the shields. Okay. Larvagear the Immaculate. I don't really want that. I don't really want to do anything other than break a couple of her shields right now. Oh, and there's a Holy Awe. But yeah, it's okay to lose a few of your shields, because in fact you end up getting those cards to use either as a shield trigger or just in your hand. What is this? You may take a survivor from your deck, show it to your opponent, put it in your hand. That needs to go away. Oh, and it's got like power attack or something. Bonds of Justice, that's another tap everything except blockers, but I have non-blockers right now. So I kind of don't want to do that. What is this? Why did this? Power attacker plus 1000, that's why. Oh, hang on. I do need to cast something. I gotta cast Holy Awe, one of these. I can't just let every survivor she plays go and fetch another survivor. That needs to not be happening. Yeah, our deck still isn't great. It could use some work. We gotta get more cards. This is what happens when you don't just start out by buying all the best cards and customizing your deck. Okay, Clear Sky Guardian. We can play that. Could also... I don't think we need to Holy Awe right now. I'm going to play this Larvagear. We can attack with Evolutions right away. So now we're setting up... Once you're down to like your last shield, that's when you really need to make sure you have the board under control. Because now we have 2 attackers. Our opponent has no defense. Of course, our opponent's playing a Fire Nature deck. There's no defenders. I mean, she has stuff. There's a Dianork. So how do I want to do this? I could Holy Awe. I don't think I need to Holy Awe. We'll just summon the Dianork in case she has another Holy Awe. But otherwise, we should be able to just win this. Yep. That's why shield triggers. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Crying. I wonder why I lost. Well, you didn't play any blockers for starters. Oh, we got this. What is this? Star Sea Elemental can't be blocked. Ooh. That's pretty nice. Hyper Squid Walter. Whenever this creature attacks, you may draw a card. Not bad. 3 mana for 1000 power is obviously not great, but being able to draw extra cards can be nice. When this creature attacks before a creature can block it, you may choose one fire creature or nature creature in return. Yeah, the specific creature hate cards, or specific color hate cards, is not what you really want to be doing, unless it can be something that's good against decks that aren't of that variety. Bark Whip the Smasher. This thing... that thing is difficult to deal with. That's one of the nature cards I'm most afraid of. Oh, we got another Vizier of Magnetism and another Faunch the Oracle. Well, I will play the other Vizier of Magnetism. We can go ahead and get that into our deck right now. What do we take out? I mean, I just need less... like, we don't need Bonds of Justice. I know it's a placeholder for the other Holy Awes, but we'll put Holy Awes somewhere. I'm not going to put in another Faunch, because we have 2... yeah, we have 2 Myles, the Vizier of Lightning. So we'll just run the deck like that. Alright, what do you have? Ready for a challenge! We're hosting one of our special tournaments today. We've got exclusive prizes for players willing to risk it and play with specialized decks. We call them our house rules. Here, let me upload our house rules to your Pocket Gizmo. You can see them in your status menu. Win with a deck using no spells. Deck built with all commons. Deck free of multi-breakers. So we need to play all common creatures to get all of it. That's... when using a combination of 2 or more house rules, your prizes will be even... oh, 2 or more house rules. Spell free? Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, so... well, I guess I'm not going to make it 1 free. We'll do a tournament, though. So you can enter a tournament with any deck. And probably play with any deck. We'll come back and do the challenge thing when I have a bunch of common, aggressive, cheap creatures. A duel. We have a nice little tournament going on here. Yeah, we can go first. Well, that's cool. We have a La or a Giga. Moonlight Flash isn't good at the moment. Okay, our opponent's playing a water deck. Let's get another blocker out for the time being. Okay, opponent still doesn't have a play. Yeah, I don't need Arcbind. I'm gonna get this Larva Gear out and start attacking. Oh gosh, he immediately gets Aqua Surfer. I hate that card. So yeah, it's a shield trigger creature, and when it enters, you get to bounce one of your opponent's creatures. Really nasty card. Well, glad we got it out of the way this early. Yeah, it's a 6-mana creature for what it does. I am... Oh, let's block. Okay, so when a creature gets bounced, it does bounce both of... Because we got both the Giga and the Larva Gear back in our hand. Let's go ahead and play both. And we'll just catch up a little bit on card advantage here, because when we evolve this, we tap all of our opponent's blockers, and then we can just straight up kill the Bloody Squeedo. It's just kind of a one-shot blocker anyways. Oh, you're gonna bounce my thing. Okay. Yep, that's the bounce. So I'm just gonna get... Okay. It's fine. Alright, so we have a clear Sky Guardian, which I don't think we need. I'm more interested in playing... This one draws me a card, so definitely interested in that. It's a May effect. Oh, and we have a Fonch. That's cool. Let's see how our opponent's going to react. So when your opponent's creatures and battles him, put it on the top of his deck. Okay. So I just drew this again. Which is actually fine, because then I can just draw another card. It's another, you know, tempo play from our opponent. All these bouncy... Oh, here we go again. Now I'm gonna block. Yeah, let's block. And there's a Vizier of Magnetism again. I guess. Let's play our big blocker. Another Aqua Surfer. I hate that card. All these bounce and tempo things can really start to stack up. We gotta get more stuff down. We're not gonna need Diamond Cutter. We need stuff that can block. This is a nice cheap blocker. This is what I was looking for here. And then we'll play... Well, let's get our Vizier of Magnetism. And we'll draw another card. Another Giga, that'll be good. While our opponent plays a third Aqua Surfer of this game. Aqua Surfer is also one of my most hated cards. Yeah, now he's going to break 2 of our shields. We're going to get some blockers down though next turn. So this looks like it could be kind of bad. But I think we're going to be fine. Now what do I want to play? 2... I want to play all 3 of these, and that takes 7 mana, so let's play this. Oh, I have 2 Dianorks. I don't need 2 Dianorks. I'd rather put a Dianork into mana. Okay. And next turn, we'll start tapping his stuff and killing more things. We are going to kill the Aqua Surfer first. Isn't that teleport? Isn't that gonna bounce 2 of my things? Yes, it is. Oh, you bounced that. Alright. Okay. We're gonna play out Faunch and the Vizier of Lightning, tap his stuff, and kill it. Oh, well. Maybe we're not gonna tap both things, though. How many cards do I have? Oh, I have 20 in my deck still, so... Grandgur Space Guardian, this is just a little bit too expensive for all this bounce that he's doing. So let's play a Faunch. Tap an Aqua Surfer. We'll replay Dianork. And then what I like about Lights blockers, they can still attack tapped creatures. Okay, and here comes a 7 mana card. What is this gonna do? Your opponent discards all cards from his hand. Well, that was rude. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to be casting... We're fine until that happened. Now I only have 1 thing that can actually attack him. So we'll start working on his shields. There's an insignificant blocker. That one's not as insignificant. It's basically the La Giga version in water form. Because that can now trade with our Faunch. Which it's probably going to. But we're gonna do this anyways. Could alternatively wait for a tapping effect, but... And this is the thing that's going to put one of our cards back on top of our deck. This is why all that extra card drawing didn't matter. I can draw a card. Puts Dianork back, that's fine. And so we can just replay both of these. Oh, I can also draw Ladia Bale. Oh, we'll play that next round. I'll draw 1 more card. Oh, I need another La Giga. Going to decline this. Can I? Okay, Miss Rias can attack. Goes to block, okay. That just throws away his little blocker there. Alright, he is out of stuff to do, really. Oh, we have more Emerald Grass. Well, I shouldn't say more Emerald Grass. It was our first Emerald Grass. Now, Ladia Bale, our big double breaker. Evolve one of these La Gigas. Not going to do that. In case he wants to, get shield triggers or something, let's double break the shields. We might actually win here, because we do have 2 more attackers. Okay, and he did not have a shield trigger, so then we can just finish him off. Oh my gosh, his face. And we can just click this to go to the next round. We don't need to... You can actually watch their matches, get a look at their decks, mentally prepare yourself for them, but yeah. We're not going to do that, but what we are going to do is finish this tournament next time. So for now, I'll take my leave.